Greetings, kindred. So I'm down in Cornwall at the moment. I'm away, I'm not at home, so I'm actually recording this on my phone. So I hope it comes out okay. But yeah, we have a full moon coming up on the 22nd of August. And it will also be a blue moon. And, you know, in the true lifetime sky, the moon will reach its peak in Aquarius at 13:01 in the GMT time zone, at 8:01 in the EDT time zone, and at 22:01 in the AEDT time zone. So yeah, you know, it's been quite a strange Lionsgate portal this year. Well, every year to me is pretty strange, but I think, you know, under the current circumstances globally, I think, you know, the Lionsgate has definitely been felt. And the Lionsgate portal doesn't actually finish, you know, all the integration doesn't actually finish until the full moon on the 22nd. And the reason why I say that is because the sun will come into conjunction with Regulus in the sign of Leo. And Regulus is the heart chakra of the lion, it's the heart. So I feel this full moon is like going to be a big release for many people. You know, it's where the heart connects to the crown chakra. And you know, so all the new downloads that have been coming through, whether that's in intuition, you know, just telepathy, or just that sense of knowing, or that sense of realization. It's like we have to let the old go to allow the new to expand. And I really do feel this new full moon, is about expansion of the mind, expansion of the heart. You know, I feel there's a lot of emotional releasing going on right now. And, you know, the crown chakra is all about higher consciousness. So, you know, the only thing with the Leo energy, he can be very much in his ego and wear his heart on his sleeve. So, you know, there can be a lack of authenticity there. But, you know, the Aquarian energy is very authentic. And, you know, kind of quite political as well. So Leo, the star sign, is really more about entertainment and creativity and health, well-being. Whereas the Aquarian energy is more about higher consciousness, humanitarian values, and, you know, like feeling a little bit off planet really. You know, the Aquarian energy carries a lot of erratic, nervous energy. And, but, you know, the sun meeting Regulus, it's also about holding on to that sense of self. You know, that sense of self-value. So this is a powerful full moon coming up. And, you know, a blue moon is when 2 full moons occur in the same month. That's a traditional way of seeing it. You know, but there's a few different points of view about that. So, yeah, I just feel there's this powerful energy at this full moon. And the fact that it's happening on the 22nd, which is very significant in numerology. You know, because the 22 frequency is all about higher consciousness. But it's also about overcoming self-limitation to get there. And Leo can be about self-limitation, you know. only wants to see the joy in life, just wants to express themselves creatively. And, it's all about that loving energy. So the fact that the heart chakra is connecting to the crown chakra, it's like bringing the love of the lion and the higher consciousness of the dragon energy together. So in that respect, we've also got this double kite. And this, to me, this kite is all about sacred relationships, sacred unions, getting the giving and the taking, or the giving and the receiving, bringing that into balance. But I feel it's more an inward journey, but it's, social as well. And, because we're entering into the 2022 frequency of next year, I just feel like, this half of the year we're going to see a lot of communities coming together, which in a sense is very positive, but, there's still a few that are finding it hard to get their heads around things, or, just basically overcoming that fear of like self-sacrifice, or that fear of scarcity. The Black Moon Lilith is still kind of transiting between Aries and Taurus, but she will be transiting soon between Gemini and Taurus. And Gemini is beautifully inventive, Gemini is the true ruler of the 4th house of home and family. But it's also about emotional detachment. And so is the Aquarian energy to a point. The Aquarian energy is more about detachment from self. But the heart is still there, the heart is still active, but it's more on a humanitarian level. Because the Aquarian energy understands that it can't just be, I'm alright Jack sort of attitude. It's got to be community welfare to make, the energy stronger, that energy of one consciousness, make it stronger. And it is at the moment, this full moon, it's very, very strong. So I really do feel there's been a big awakening throughout this Lionsgate portal, that's gone even further. And, but there's still a lot going on, in our political world, globally. And we do have 2 T-squares that are pretty heavy, and one of those T-squares do involve our Sun and Moon and Jupiter. So I do feel there's a lot of restlessness. I think people just want peace and harmony and just get on with doing their own thing. But it's like this external energy, it's really hyping up right now. And actually I've had a few people talk about, feeling this dark energy over the last few days. I mean, Tuesday or Wednesday, actually, early hours in the morning, here in the UK or in the Western world. This energy has been waking up children out of their sleep like they've been having a nightmare. Or, it's really affected animals, where animals have kind of acted quite strange. And I really do feel it's about everybody's kind of tapping into this one consciousness, but not necessarily understanding what they're tapping into. You know, because there's still a lot of fear. And, you know, it could very well be, you know, other stuff going on externally. Because one person did mention they felt it was coming in from up above. So, yeah, we have to wonder where that energy is coming from. Is it our solar system? Is it the energy that surrounds the earth? Or is it coming from the earth? So that is why this full moon is so important. That we manifest, you know, positivity and love and healing to the global community. I actually think this full moon will be the most important date in this Lionsgate portal in particular. Especially since, you know, the North Node is heavily involved as well, and Chiron. You know, Chiron will be at the top of the kite with Saturn in sextile. Well, Saturn will be at the top, but Chiron will be joined through a sextile. No, apologies. Chiron will be at the top of the kite in sextile to Saturn on one side of it, and in sextile to the North Node on the other. Now this is, you know, taking responsibility for our own healing and sharing it with others, you know, sharing knowledge when it comes to healing, whether that be, you know, vibrational healing, herbal healing, you know, whatever comes your way, listen. You know, if you come across a remedy, all of a sudden listen, because it may be there for you or maybe there for someone close to you. So I just feel there's going to be a lot of connecting going on. I would definitely recommend body therapies. You know, I spoke about the metamorphic technique before in my podcast, you know. You can look that up online, just put in metamorphic technique, and you'll even get videos teaching you how to do it. So you can do it on your own feet, hands and head. But, you know, I mean, the South Node has now moved into the sign of Scorpio. And Scorpio is a sign of distrust, you know, very investigative. And we can use that positively. But, you know, we must use our own intuition and not necessarily, you know, listen to the opinions of other people, but follow your own guidance. And, you know, this full moon's giving us an opportunity to do that. So, you know, don't get into stupid arguments with people, because we've all got to learn for ourselves. If we take that attitude, then those that want to hear will hear. But those that are not ready, you know, you can talk until the cows come home, and like I said before, put evidence after evidence in front of them, but they're still not going to see it. You know, so, yeah, I just feel this is going to be quite a big one. It's going to be powerful, but it's going to be brilliant from manifestation and chanting, praying, high vibe. Just keep the energies high vibe, but definitely sound therapies as well. You know, anything that affects the body, like music affects the body. Massage, foot spa, an Epsom salt bath. Rest your body if it needs to rest. Because like I said, the heart chakra is, you know, being lit up by the sun. And Uranus is also in retrograde at the full moon. So this is the energy, that erratic energy in that fast moving Aries star sign. You know, this is Uranus now slowing down, which helps us to integrate all this beautiful energy that has been coming in. You know, it's an energy of wisdom. But, you know, it's also an energy of realization, so it can be quite an emotional time as well. But it's also, you know, like I said, that time of release. So if you feel you need to release, just go with the flow. You know, so, you know, but the moon in Aquarius also can be unpredictable. You know, so I think we have to be aware of promising more than we can give. Being over optimistic about things. You know, and just be very observant. But definitely in your own wisdom. So I do feel there's going to be a lot of discussions going on, or a lot of talk, maybe in the media. It's going to be very active. But, you know, just keep the faith and stay in peace. Sending you all much love. Take care.